Hello. Hey everybody, Murph here and welcome back to another video. Today we're just going to be flying around in a Cessna 172 around County Clare here in Ireland. This footage I recorded from the global preview event. You've probably seen some of it, but we're just going to let it play. It's just to show the sim in its current form. And you know, we have Flight Sim 2024 just around the corner. So you might see a little bit of jankiness with camera movements, and there's, you know, different things turned on like markers and POIs. That was all just kind of the default stuff. But let's get to it. So, since 1982, Flight Simulator, well, it has given us the impossible. It's given us the skies at our fingertips. It's gone from pixels and polygons to a living, breathing world. Today, we can see blades of grass, stones and rocks, every cloud on the horizon, and it's all thanks to the wonders of modern technology. Flight Sim 2024 is, to quote Aviation, a gateway to the future of our hobby. Now, in 2024, we have three choices. We can go whenever you want, wherever you want, however you want. Free flight, the ultimate sandbox for those who crave endless possibilities. We also have career mode for the daring, who want the thrill of responsibility, from taxiing on a rainy Monday to piloting helicopters on rescue missions. And then we have virtual tourism, slow, scenic, a celebration of the world itself. Because, well, let's face it, sometimes you just want to fly over the pyramids, sip your tasty beverage, and enjoy the view. But how does Flight Sim 24 stand out from all its predecessors? Well, first up, we have improved multithreading. It sounds complicated and a little bit boring, but what it means for us is simple. Better performance. We should see less stutters. The new physics model uses it, meaning no impact to performance, and the aircraft systems should be more fluid. Then we have the speed. Downloads, loading, installations. Everything is faster in Flight Sim 2024. The sim opens, loads and moves about way faster, meaning less time spent on endless loading screens. Then we've got improved aerodynamics and physics. Now this is where things really get exciting. The winds are more predictable, the turbulence is more, well, how do we say, real. The planes don't just fly anymore, they're actually fighting the elements, just like they do in the real world. I have a couple of hours of real-world experience of piloting an aircraft, but I've spent a lot of time in aircraft, from airliners, general aviation, and some helicopters. And I have to say, getting to try the sim, feeling these new forces and physics on the aircraft, put a massive smile on my face. We also have all new systems. The default aircraft in Flight Sim 2024, the vast majority are from established third-party developers, but they're way more immersive and offer way more depth to the simulation than what we're used to. They all feature the electrical, pneumatic, fuel, hydraulics, I mean, you name it, it's all there. There's also a new enhanced failure system, and inside the career mode, you also get wear and tear simulation. If you push your aircraft too far, well, it's going to start to show. And by the way, there's also a new default tablet. We can access this from the main menu and from inside the flight itself. But it's not just about the aircraft. I mean, worldwide vertical obstacles, oil rigs, glider airports, and heliports, well, they're all part of the package now. The sim is packed with everything from bustling city skylines to the desolate oil rigs of the North Sea, and yes, there's finally somewhere to land your helicopter. So what about free flight? For those who just want to throw off the shackles and fly freely into the great blue yonder, well, there's free flight, and Flight Sim 24 has enhanced this simulation. For starters, the new physics system isn't messing around. It's not just wings and engines anymore. We're talking over 10,000 rigid body surfaces, simulating everything down to the finest detail. Complex wing shapes to how ropes and balloons behave in the air, and then we have new soft physics when it comes to clots, parachutes, and everything else that flutters in the wind. And the realism doesn't stop here either. We've got new, highly accurate aircraft systems, electrical, pneumatic, fuel, hydraulic, all working together alongside payload and passenger systems. Plus, new avionics, the Universal UNS, and the Honeywell Primus Epic 2. But if you wanted more of just hopping around and taking off, well, you also have pre-flight options. You can do inspections, walk-around checks, just to make sure that everything is in order. Before we even get to the skies, well, let's talk about the new flight planner. You can plan your journey using IF4 and VF4 map layers. It has IF4 charts, fuel and payload planning, vertical profile planning, and ETOPS planning for those long hauls. Not to mention, you've got all this info at your fingertips, airport data, weather, NOTAMs, and more. And the best part? We can plan this from anywhere, whether you're in the sim, on your mobile, or even on a web browser. So let's talk about the digital twin. The scenery I'm flying around, this is default. There's nothing custom here. It's not payware, it's not handcrafted. This is out of the box, and you can see already the enhancements. There's a procedural system in place that generates the rest. All 40,000 airports, 80,000 helipads, 1.5 billion buildings, and let's not forget the small matter of some 3 trillion trees. This is the most detailed recreation of planet Earth we've ever seen. Enhanced digital elevation maps, over 500 cities crafted using photogrammetry, 100,000 square kilometers of countryside, there's 150 handcrafted airports, 2,000 glider airports, 10,000 heliports, 2,000 points of interest, and over 900 oil rigs. And these all work with new stunning visuals. We have new cloud types, auroras, weather phenomena. Every single atmospheric condition looks and feels more real. The new photometric lighting system bathes the landscapes in a glow, so natural. You throw in the likes of ray tracing, the visuals really do come alive. You put some VR in this, you'll actually want to touch the ground. And of course, they've enhanced the living world. Wildlife roams free, oceans are filled with real-time maritime data, and the airports bustle with enhanced real-world air traffic. There's also massive upgrades coming to the marketplace. Now, if you're like me and you've invested a small fortune into your add-ons in Flight Sim 2020, you might be wondering, is it all going to work in 2024? Well, the good news, for anything you purchased outside of the sim, the community folder is still our friend. You just copy over the 2020 stuff, drop it into the 2024 folder, and in most cases, it'll work just fine. No drama, or at least we hope. As for the stuff you bought in the marketplace, well, that's going to show up in the new content manager. It's now called My Library, and again, the vast majority should be working fine in 2024. And if you're thinking about all the other Microsoft add-ons you already bought, think of Reno Air Races, the local legends, famous flyers, well, they're all there. No extra cost. You have them, you keep them. When it comes to non-Microsoft content, things that are, well, a little bit more in depth, well, developers either make the upgrade for free or they charge us a fee. We also have something new in the marketplace. The gifting feature. We can actually gift from the Microsoft Store to Steam. Cross-compatible. So yes, even if there is someone on a different platform, well, you can still drop them an add-on or two. So Free Flight, it's no longer just about going from A to B. We get to explore the entire planet that lives and breathes, and it has incredible visuals to do so. The question is, where are you going to go first? Next up, career mode. I mean, have you ever dreamed of starting your own aviation career? In career mode, you can launch your aviation career from pretty much anywhere on the planet. You'll have the freedom to build your career from the ground up, and it's not just flying tourists around the block for a quick few euro. It's a progressive system. You'll gain experience, you'll build your reputation, and of course complete certificates to get access to real aviation activities. From medevac operations to remote cargo drops in the most hostile environments, aerial firefighting, and even search and rescue. Each mission is set to be unique. Asobo created some 3 million different types of these, meaning not one flight will be the same. And that's not all. For those with loftier ambitions, you can climb the ranks, earn your cert, and even become an airline pilot. From the humble beginnings of a bush plane to commanding the flight deck of a 737, the sim gives you the tools to create your own legacy. But what's a career mode without a bit of ownership? You'll have the chance to have your own FBO, you get to call the shots, manage your fleet. With wear and tear becoming a reality, your aircraft are going to age. You push them too hard, it's going to show. As your career progresses, you'll eventually have the opportunity to own your own aircraft. So, in the career mode, it's about building an aviation empire, one flight at a time. The question is, how far will you go? And of course then we have the virtual tourism. For some, it's not about the speed or precision or the complexity of aviation. It's about the world itself, the vistas, the landmarks, the sheer beauty of the planet we call home. And for you, dear traveller, well, Flight Sim 2024 has something in mind. Enter the world of virtual tourist. It's about framing the perfect shot. You're becoming a world photographer, travelling to the far corners of the earth to capture inspiring vistas, from snow-capped mountains to glittering city skylines. But don't think it's just a point and shoot operation, not at all. They throw in some unique photo challenges to test both your creative eye and your piloting skills. Sometimes capturing the perfect moment means you'll need to fly a little closer or angle the aircraft just right, get the time of day just right. It's all about timing, patience, and then the final click of the shutter. And what makes this even better, well, this game mode is actually teaching you how to operate the new camera system. So here's the question. When you fire up Flight Sim 2024 on November 19th, What are you going to do first? Will you test your skills in the career mode, or just take off into the sunset with a free flight? Or maybe you're off to discover the world's wonders and take some photos. Let me know in the comment section below, and do be sure to hit the like and notification bell so you'll know when the next video is live. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.